Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to set up your own business page in Notion where you can have a CRM, project management, tasks, to-do lists, websites, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So let's get started. Here is what I'm going to show you today. So it's like a business OS where you can have all your company information, like the content and outreach you're doing, CRM, client portals, and the projects, internal operations like documents, SOPs, and a bunch of other things, and also the websites because Notion let us have websites like this one. So this is just an example of a website page that I have in Notion, and you can see that anyone can access this online, and you can even embed stuff on the pages, so it's pretty cool. And so that's one of the things that we can have here. And then I also have here these projects and client database and portals part that are linked. These are links to the ones that are here, but yeah, we can paste them here to check, just have a bird's eye view basically of everything that is happening, which is cool because we can have here the completion, for example, for the projects, and you would be able to see all of this. So let's get started. So on content and outreach, I'm just going to go over this and show you a bit how it works, explain you how to do some pages if you want to change or modify anything, and maybe we start there. So for example, if you want to have a page like this, and usually on Notion you would have, you would start with a page, an empty page with a title. What you can do to have these 4 columns is literally to, when you write, you search for 4 columns here. So you can do this in 2 ways. You click on the plus icon and you search for what you want, or you can, the same a shortcut, instead of clicking on the plus icon, as you can see here, is the slash for the command. So we click the slash, we look for the 4 columns, enter, and this turns automatically into a 4 column thing. So the first one you would call this, I don't know, was it content? So this would be contents. Then the second one would be clients. The fourth one would be operations, and the third one ops, and the fourth one websites. And then how you'd change this to be a bit similar to this, if you want, is just, let's add here the text. This would be maybe headings. So we would put all of these headings as H3. So how I'm doing this is I'm clicking on this button here, and it opens all the actions, and I just click H3. I just write H3 here and click enter to automatically select it. There's other, and then we just start adding pages. So you can add these lines here. So if you do 3 times the dash symbol, it does an automatically adds a line. So you can do, all of the formatting that you wanted. This is all preferences. So this will be our personal preferences. But this is how you would start doing this. And then you just add pages. So again, if you click on the forward or on the plus and you add a page, you go and you will have here a page that you can do. But I digress. This is just a super easy way for you to create a template similar to this one. And just another thing that you can add, for example, here there's the goal of the company, and you can see it has a different color. And so what you can do also is go here to color and change the backgrounds to, let's say, gray. And so you can change all of these backgrounds to gray. What I'm doing is clicking. So what I'm doing is Command Shift H or Control Shift H. What it does is this here. So it gives the last used color. So it's just not this, but this one here. Now I have to select it again. Okay. So this is just, making things pretty. Then for the outreach tracker, I added here a simple one. So let's say you are outreaching to people through DMs, emails. I wouldn't advise keeping track in a sheet like this, but you can do it. Why not? It's a nice challenge. So here you can have, it's a normal table with name, their profile URL, and then the date that you did the first contacts and dates for follow-ups. And then you can select if they were interested or if they were not interested. Instead of checkboxes, what you can do also is do something like, let's say we want to select, and this would be like interested, and we add options as yes or no. And so, yeah, same thing. Instead of having 2 different columns, you can have just one for the same thing. And then a cool thing, and we have notes. And a cool thing that you can do with this is Notion recently, quite recently, added some nice automations. So the automations are for you can do automations on the free plan, but there are some stuff that you can only do with the pro and premium plans or upgraded plans. So let's say you want to do that when they are interested and it's checked. We want to do an action like adding them to the CRM. And as you can see, we need to upgrade to Plus to be able to do these actions. So with a free plan, which is the one I'm showing on this example, it's only sending a Slack notification. But if you happen to have the Plus or you want to have this and you are willing to go with the Plus, you would just click on Add Page and you'd add this to the page in the CRM. But let's disregard it. It's just a nice thing that you can do. All right, then moving out of this. See, it's wanting me to pay. They always want me to pay. All right, now moving to this, we have the CRM and all the tasks. So I would say this is one of the main parts of the whole setup. And this here is a little template that Notion has specifically for CRM, which is super good because they already do a bunch of the work for us and we can just, edit what we want to edit. So here is the deal pipeline. You can see just a normal CRM pipeline. It has the lead, qualified, proposal, negotiation, closed won, and then closed lost. And you can add more stages for the deal. And it's in a board view. So this is basically a table like the outreach table I showed you, but you can always add new views for the tables. And that's how you do this board view, where you can just move stuff from one place to the other, which is, very helpful. A cool thing that you can do is when you click new, it obviously adds a new deal to the pipeline. But if you click on this, and this works for any table across Notion, you can create templates for it. So for example, we have these new deal templates that if we add it, we can see how every new deal would be populated. So you can populate it with, for example, this activities tab. You could start having here, I don't know, something for, let me just put here a heading for like notes, and you would have it ready for it. And so this would always be the template when you click new deal. You can even choose if you want the deals to start as leads, for example, and the value, let's say your average deal value is 50K, so you would always put it like this. And when you create a new deal, it will create with those values already pre-populated. Then also part of upgraded plans like the Plus is more than one charts or visualizations. The free one just lets you have one visualization, but this you could see the total revenue based on the amounts that you have, and you even could filter it just to show, of course, the ones in closed won. And what you could do is you have this chart for the total revenue, and would be the total revenue that you could then filter by closed won, and then you can duplicate this to have another one that is filtered just, let me delete it to not create other things, but you would just filter it for all the ones in the pipeline. So then you could match like how many were in closed won and how many were maybe lost. So yeah, you can have fun doing that. And then they have other databases for client and the activities for each client. So if you would open a client database, you would have a bunch of, let's say, what's the name? Like links for the deals database and also for the client portal, because the next page that I'm going to show you is the portal for the client. So they would have their own space in your Notion where they can be up to date with all the projects, meeting notes that you may have, and tasks, and you can select what you want to share with them and what you don't want to share with them. And also if you have any resources or let's say Google Drives that you have shared with them, you can put everything here. And again, super cool thing with Notion is all of these can be templates, and you just need to create the template once and then use it all the time for all your clients, which is very, very nice. And then the project tasks, you already saw it on the others, but it's basically another database for projects and tasks inside projects. So if we open a project, we can see that it has all the project information and also like here, and also has the tasks for the project. So a cool thing is when you have tasks inside a project, you can see the project completion. You can see it here also. And this is calculated based on the tasks that are done, in progress and not done, etc. So you could have an overview of the progress for that specific project, which can be very helpful for you if you're managing everything, and for the clients to log into the portal and have a bird's eye view of how are their projects going. So that's super, super good. Then jumping into operations, we have this weekly to-do list. I'm not going to show you every single thing, because then you can add your own pages. You can look for the templates of Notion, because they have, like I told you, the CRM template. They have a bunch of templates for all of these, which I grabbed so I use Notion. I used to use Notion for Scaling Studio. Then we are moving into other platforms, but we keep Notion for some stuff, and we use some of the templates that Notion has integrated. And so I wanted to show you the possibilities that you can do with this. So you have also the meetings here. So all the meetings that you would have, you can add them here with titles, attendees, etc. A cool thing that you can do on top of this, and you can watch some of my previous videos for that, is you add automations using make.com, for example, to paste the meeting notes directly here if you are recording those meetings. So that is like a next level of having automations inside Notion that are besides the ones that they have it there. The to-do list that I wanted to show you, this is a cool addition that I did, which is we have the normal weekly to-do list, right? So Monday to Friday and the weekend. And we have this button here. When you click, it inserts a new week, and you just need to do, okay, what is the new week dates? And you'll have a to-do list, and you can always see all the lists. How you do this, and you can do this for basically anything inside Notion, is you add a button, and then you click here to edit the button. And it's similar to the automations, because technically it is an automation. So you say that the trigger is when the button is clicked, automatic. So that is the trigger for this automation. You can change it. And then we have, okay, let's insert some blocks. So the first block and blocks are these things that you see like this. So all of these things are blocks. And we, like a line is a block, for example. And we add this block here. So the insert dates with this little line separator, then one for the first row of days of the week, and then another one for the second row. And if you want to edit it, you would add it here. You would add more blocks if you want, or other stuff. But let's say you want to add more blocks with some more information, you would add it here. And then you click done, and it would happen once you click on this. So that is very, very nice. Let me see if I can remove this. Perfect. So this is good to go. All right. I'm not going to go over again, as I said, with everything. Let me just show you the SOPs tab, because a lot of businesses should use more an SOPs tab like this one, which is basically where all your SOPs for your company are, and everyone can check them. So again, they have a template that you would just create, and you can edit it here to check. You would have your own template here for the SOP, where you can put, the embedded loom, all the purpose and context. So you would ideally add here your usual templated SOPs, and then this will always be created. You can also have here a link for the Loom video, which is so it makes it accessible directly through here, so that people don't have to click and open the SOP directly if they don't want to, and they just want to check the Loom. Another thing is we separate this by status. So this is all the SOPs that are done, and this is all the SOPs that are still not started or are in progress, so that we can jump from what are our focus. So if you just want to look for SOPs, you only have the ones that are actually done. Then, yeah, that's it. There's a bunch of other things here that you can check, and you can add your own. The last thing I wanted to show is the websites, because as I told you, it's a cool thing that Notion let us do. And it's just a normal page. So you'd add a page, just like you add any other page. So you click here, you do page, and then you could call it all your websites. You can have one for the agency. Let's say, for example, your agency or your whatever company you have. And you would add here, you start adding a normal Notion page. So whatever blocks you can use with Notion, you would put them here, and there would be a website for this. So let me show you this one for articles. Let's say you want to have a website just for articles. As you can see here, this is one from Notion themselves, to give you an example, so that everything is already done for you to have a visual idea. But you would have here all the articles, and you could publish page by page, and you would add here just, you would write an article just like you write all your articles, and it would be automatically published into the page. They explain here how to do. It's very simple. You click share, you click publish, it will publish to the web, and then you can do a bunch of options on that page. So you can add, if you have the plus, you can add Google Analytics and a bunch of other cool things. And it's really just a normal website, but it's directly from Notion. So you can have literally your own operating system inside Notion, and you don't need to do anything outside of it. But again, this is more beginner entry-level stuff, because for CRMs, you would then want to outgrow from this CRM and go into one like, I don't know, Close or Attio that has more functionalities. For example, like email sequences, which you cannot do here, and also connecting with a bunch of different accounts. And same thing for maybe like to-do lists that are mapped with all the people. But well, you understand, this is a base version that you can do if you're starting out, or if you have a small company that can be managed all through Notion. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you can implement some of these parts in your own business. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, because I'm doing one video every single day for the month of January, and I'm posting it on YouTube and also a bit on my other socials. So it will be all around how to improve and optimize businesses, processes and automation, how to improve and optimize business operations and systems using AI automation and data analytics. So I hope you found this useful, and if so, subscribe and like, and I'll see you tomorrow.